Hello, today we're going to make broccoli with Italian sausage and pasta. And my name is Marianne Overton. I love to cook with Italian sausage. I grew up eating it. I like it in links. My mother always, every week, made Italian sausage and maybe spaghetti and meatballs, maybe on the side with peppers and potatoes. You can put it in soups, but today we're going to use it with pasta and broccoli. And here I have, you need about 12 to 16 ounces of Italian sausage. I prefer Parmigiano Reggiano, but I got 2 cups shredded. And about a cup of, or a little more than a cup, because I love pasta. Any style will do. This is spiral. I'm using whole wheat today. I like quinoa pasta, but I prefer a healthier version of pasta than regular pasta. It just seems like it doesn't make you feel so overly full after you eat. This is an 1/8 teaspoon of crushed red pepper. Also, you need some type of white wine. My mother always taught us to cook with Sauterne. This is Roland's Sauterne. You can order it on Amazon. And this is about a cup or a little less. And then I like to use sea salt. This is Heinz, but you can use any kind of sea salt, but it's just a little healthier on your heart. And then I got the butter and the garlic. I have a garlic press. I prefer my garlic pressed, and rather than chopped, it doesn't burn quite as easily. And the 2 tablespoons of butter. And this broccoli is about a cup overflowing because they're such large, but we're going to slice it in just a minute. And that's your ingredients. That's all you need. Okay, now I have a pot here that my mother passed down to me. I've got about half full of water, and I put, you're kind of generous with the sea salt. I put about 2 teaspoons of salt in it. Gonna turn it on. Cover it so it'll boil, and then it'll be ready for the pasta. In the meantime, I'm going to take my frying pan. This is a non-stick by Biltmore. I prefer Biltmore pots and pans. They are just easier to handle. They seem like they cook more evenly. But I'm going to turn my eye on about 8, so it'll heat up the oil, because we're going to char the broccoli. I'm going to slice the broccoli just so it'll be easy on bite-sized pieces. I'm using fresh broccoli, not frozen. Frozen's going to be more watery, so it would add probably too much liquid to your cooking. And broccoli's pretty easy to find at the stores any time of year. Fresh broccoli. My daughter, she's growing a garden outside. She's trying to grow her own garlic, but as soon as this heats up, we'll put the broccoli in and char it. When we get through charring it, we're going to put it on this plate and cover it with tin foil, and then we'll be waiting on the pasta to finish cooking. It's almost hot enough. You kind of want it to sizzle when you put it in here. It's getting there. And different altitudes. We're very low sea level, or below sea level here. But like my daughter lives in Colorado, it's very high altitude, so cooking takes a lot longer than down here. So you gotta be prepared for that. I'm placing all the broccoli in here. And we'll just let it cook and sear. Got little char marks on it. Don't want them real dark. I don't want a burnt taste. So I'm going to put it in my plate over here and let it rest. And cover it with some tinfoil. And we're going to turn the eye off and wait for the pasta to cook. It's not, the water hadn't boiled yet, but it's almost there. Okay, the water's boiling. So we're going to pour pasta in here. Kind of stir it around the water. And I'll put my timer on for about 8 minutes. While that's cooking, we're going to take our ground Italian sausage, a little olive oil in the pan. We're going to cook it on high heat. And one thing about Italian sausage, it smells delicious when you're cooking it. But it also, I'm going to lower the pasta just a little bit. But Italian sausage is good. I mix it about a half a pound in my meatloaf. I put about a half a pound in my meatballs. To me, it just adds a little bit flavor. You can add it to your beef when you're making lasagna. But I love the links too. The link is good in spaghetti sauce. But we always take the links and brown them before you put it in the spaghetti sauce. We'll definitely make some spaghetti sauce one day for all our viewers. So you just keep stirring it and flipping it. Not a lot of grease in it. If you get a good quality of Italian sausage, that's why you have to add the olive oil. We're almost there. And you see there's no grease in it, hardly. Oh, it smells really good. Makes you ready to eat. Almost all the pink is gone. Once all the pink is gone, we'll be finished cooking the Italian sausage. Okay, it's done. So we're going to set that aside. And we're still waiting on the pasta to finish cooking. We got about 4 more minutes for the pasta to be finished. We want to get a measuring cup. We're going to reserve 1 cup of pasta water for making our sauce. Whole wheat pasta takes a little bit longer to cook than regular pasta. So that cooked probably like a total of maybe 8 minutes, and that was only a cup. So we're going to take out about a cup of water. Set that aside. Turn off the eye. little pantry shelf mix. Okay, now we're going to make the garlic butter sauce. So I'm using my pasta pot. I'm going to take my sausage and put it in there. I'm going to add my broccoli back. We're going to make a little hole there, and we're going to add the butter. And we're going to crush the garlic, 2 cloves of the garlic. I love to cook with fresh garlic because it smells so good. You can use less garlic if you're not a big garlic person. But if you're like us and love garlic, we use a lot. Okay. I'm going to add the crushed red pepper. Let it get foaming. And then we're going to put the white wine. In this case, some Sauternes. It's starting to smell delicious now. Getting ready. Gonna stir that about a minute. And sometimes I like to take a little bit of the juice, stir it back in the pan where the sausage was, and get all those little brown pieces that was left in the top. Just gives a little bit more flavor of the Italian sausage in there. And when that's kind of simmered for about a minute, we're going to add the pasta. We're going to add a little salt, sea salt, a little pepper. One thing about sea salt, you don't need quite as much as you do with it. And voila! It's almost done. Now we can add the pasta water. Just a little bit at a time until you kind of get it flowing good like you like. It smells so good. And just a little more. And then we're going to sprinkle in about maybe 3/4 a cup of this Parmesan into here. Now we're going to get ready to plate it. Now make sure you get some of that juice. And each plate will have just sprinkle a little bit of pasta. And then you can serve it with some red wine, white wine, whatever you want. Well, let's try it. Now we're going to try our Italian sausage with pasta and broccoli. I love fresh broccoli. You can serve it with a slice of Italian bread with garlic butter and your favorite red wine or a blush pink. Thank you for joining us today and enjoy your Italian sausage.